Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start the drive with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
And I'm high as hell, boy. So you might win.
They can't get upfield. Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24, Cousins. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Bro, I can't call fucking Hut. They cheating, bro.
About this 3rd and long play, we'll get a timeout. We'll have 2 remaining as we step
side here in this first quarter.
Good defense, though, boy.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Play action now. Cousins on the move to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Bro, I was supposed to be gone. He came and grabbed it, hoe. Go to your coach settings, bro, for it won't unpause something. God damn, bro, I'm high as hell. You might blow me out, man. God damn. Damn, he locked in, he ain't said nothing. I gotta feed him bean, man. Come on, ready. This nigga got me nervous here now.
They got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate. So here's the 1st and 10 now, down in 7.
That's why I don't send niggas money first. I said you this shit weeks ago, nigga. What this nigga think he doing, y'all? Big Ron, what you think you doing? I just said play. Is this that play?
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago.
And he takes this one.
truck is it? Told you this might be a blowout, fool. I'm some motherfucker hiding the help.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
What the fuck, bro?
You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that little bit of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing? As you say, no better sight, well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. This man has to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy. But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it?
Bro, they fucking cheated, bro. They cheated. They took me off him, bro. That shit was so lucky.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it.
Downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They run again on 1st down. Cook to about the 35, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They go play action. Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A handoff for Herbert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off play action, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Fields now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses...
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Herbert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On fourth down, Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Cine. Here's a give to Herbert. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw, Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth down. Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lewis Cine. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Herbert. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Cook, they'll try and run it, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete.
Lucky.
To the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Man open, here is Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Draw play, a give to Herbert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Cousins to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. 45 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Joseph on for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Back to throw, Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine.
Interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close.
Knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. All eyes on Fields. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Fields. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one, is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And they do not get it. It's incomplete.
Get your ass off the field, nigga!
The big gamble does not pay off.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Cook up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. That was an